I've never caught a fish on a Texas rig. I know, it's probably one of the easiest things and one of the first techniques that people learn, but I have not done it. Luckily, the team at Monster Bass probably wanted to throw me a bone and decided to make their March box all about the Texas rig. So we're gonna try and learn the Texas rig and actually catch some fish on it in this video. And we're just gonna use what's in this box. Hooks, terminal, if we lose those, I have extras, but we're just gonna use what's in this box. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start learning. Luckily they include this little pamphlet in here, so we're gonna read through it and start to learn. All right, I'm ready. Let's go fishing. All right, y'all, so I'm rigged up. Got the baby D-bomb and the big old worm, but we're gonna start with this guy first. I think something smaller might work a little better. And we're gonna cast from back here, or at least try to. See if I can get something without spooking it. Oh no, I think I snagged. Yeah, that's a snag. Was that a snag? Yep, snagged. Thought I had a bite. You guys are gonna see a lot of false hook sets on here because I'm not entirely sure what a bite feels like with this setup, so. Nope. Sheesh. Oh, gosh darn it. Nope, still nothing.
And that's pretty much how day one went. False hook set after false hook set, untangling backlashes left and right. I did get a few small bass interested, but I didn't connect with any fish. I did get to practice different ways to move the bait and what it feels like, but more importantly, I did learn what moving through grass and over timber feels like. I decided to take a different approach to day two and get off the bank and get in my kayak. Of course, that means dealing with all the problems that come with being a new kayak angler.
Oh, that felt like a bite. That was great. Oh, I thought it was a fish, it was a stick.
The thing I did wrong, or maybe not, depends on how you look at it, is I brought my ultralight rod. And if you've been following the channel for some time, you know I love a good ultralight bite. So I ended up getting into a school of crappie and spent the rest of the trip fishing for crappie. I did start tossing the Texas rig around for a bit afterwards and ended up getting a bite, but I didn't catch a fish.
All right, it's day three. We got this pond behind us right here. We're gonna keep trying with the Texas rig. All right, this time we only brought the one rod. If we need to, I'll retie, but we're gonna try with this guy first. Oh, felt like a bite there for a second. Something had it. Look at that. Something definitely had it for a minute. What was that? Alright, we're gonna call an audible. We're gonna go weightless. I think it's too shallow to have a weight on it. Alright, let's go ahead to another spot real quick. It's definitely fish, but they don't look big. Yeah, they're all tiny. Tiny little bluegill. Oh no, there's some bass right over there. Try and get in better position. I think that one's on a bed. Let's see. There's some right here. Yeah, there's some bass right there. I could see him cruising.
I spent a lot of time trying to get this bass to bite, dragging my bait along its bed, twitching it, bouncing it, anything to get it annoyed and trigger a bite. Nothing happened. I regretted taking off the weight because when this lure was weightless, it laid flat on the bed. If it had the weight, the claws would have been up and causing just a little bit more action.
We're gonna move to the other side. Can't seem to get any of these bass to bite. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Finally got a bite. Finally got a bite. Oh, nice. Set the hook all silly.
And this was as close as we got that trip. A missed hook set, and I was out of time. But I was determined, and this was the closest I ever got to catching a fish with the Texas rig.
This trip number 4 or 5 of trying to catch a bass on a Texas rig. Did some modifications, went smaller on the weight size. This is, I believe, is a 1/8. I was running a 3/4. Still sticking with the craw. Gonna see if we can get on some. Yeah, gonna see if we can pitch to some bass here.
Same as day 3, I found fish on beds and kept trying to catch them. Flip after flip after flip, trying to trigger a strike.
Thought I had one. He might have just had the claws.
After working those bass for a bit and getting nothing more than another backlash, I moved to another spot on the pond.
Oh, something just tick, 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 ticked. I think I set the hook too early. Got one. Yeah, buddy. Finally. Not a biggin. Not a biggin at all. But I finally. Oh, jeez. Finally got one on the Texas rig. Woo! That took forever. Just had to get one to bite. And this is the one that decided to do it. Tiny little guy. But he bit it. Let's get him back. That was good. I'm covered in mud now because he slipped off and fell on the ground. I felt it. I felt a bite as I was sitting here. I casted it out there. I was just kind of working it, twitching it back, like reel down, let it sit, twitch, twitch, reel down, let it sit, twitch, twitch. And then right when I was coming up close, I felt tick, 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 tick. And then I just felt the line start to move, so I set the hook. Well, after 4 or 5 trips, finally feel like I got the hang of the Texas rig. I know it's not a complicated technique. Happy to get one. Definitely gonna keep throwing this around a little bit. Gonna try different lures, different things. So overall, the box is great. Super happy I got it. If you want one, the link in the description below. See you on the next one.